Happy Saturday, YouTube. What are you doing today? What are we doing today, Jackson?
Putting wood in something.
Putting wood in something. We are gonna make a wood rack. We're out here at the spot where let me flip the camera around. I'm starting to accumulate wood. Forrest, what are you doing? What are you doing? All this wood right here is ready to burn. And I need to come up with a solution for stacking all my wood because this just kind of is a mess right now. So I got an idea. I don't know if it's gonna work or not, for a DIY firewood rack. All you need is 6 pallets and some screws. What I try to do is make it standalone rack so it doesn't need to be like bolted down or anything like that. And I got some other ideas for some future stuff, but this will be a temporary thing. And I think it's gonna hold 3 face cords. So we're gonna get into it, see how it goes. There she is. This took us like 20 minutes. Super easy. 6 pallets. It's not quite 48 inches tall, so our wood's gonna stack a little bit above the pallets, but that's okay. It's really just to kind of keep our wood straight, stack it nice and straight. That's fine, dude. Yep, just however it sits in there is just fine. So I don't think we're gonna get 3 face cords. I think we might get 2, but we'll update you once we get it stacked. Well, there you have it, guys. There's our first face cord stacked in the new rack that we built. We made a little bit of a dent in this pile. I'd say less than half of this pile here, though. But so yeah, we all I did was, since it isn't quite 48 inches from, you know, down here to up here, I measured, went till we got to a 48 inch point, and then tried to match it and probably threw a little bit extra on, which is fine. I'd rather give a little bit too much than not enough. So I like it. I mean, as far as, you know, for the price, you can't beat it. You know what I mean? This thing is basically costs me 20 screws, you know. The screws I like to use for any like outdoor wood projects or anything like that, I really like either the Deck Plus like these, the Hillman ones, or the Spax screws. These are great. I mean, they don't break. They're thick. You don't need to pre-drill in pretty much any type of wood. They tap themselves in. They got a little bit of a larger head on them, so they don't you know, push through the wood. So that's really it. I mean, it was really easy. 6 pallets and some screws. I mean, you got yourself a free wood rack that holds pretty much, I mean, exactly 2 face cords. So we'll be out here building some more racks, I think, and stacking more wood. So follow along. Thanks for watching. We're out enjoying the fruits of our labor a little bit. Jackson's still working. He's a worker, man. I like it. So what he's doing right there is checking. I got lines. I did this because I don't always know who's going to be splitting wood. So I just painted lines on the splitter for, this is the ideal length, you know, 16 standard length. Anything shorter than this line here gets tossed in the junk pile, and we use that for our own personal bonfires. And anything longer than this line, same thing, either gets tossed in junk or cut again, because you can't be that inconsistent. But I want to show you real quick why we decided to start making these racks in the first place. I'm kind of, you know, I've been in the tree game a long time, almost 10 years, but pretty new to firewood just because I never had the space. We have the space now, and so I'm getting into it. If it's too short, you can toss it over here in the junk pile. So it's unfortunate because a lot of this was, that's all right. A lot of this is oak that I didn't want to waste, but I didn't have anything set up to stack or keep it off the ground, or I could have at least put a tarp down or something. But what happens is, all the grass eventually dies underneath that pile, and so I ended up with a ton of split, good wood that is just caked in mud. And I mean, you could take the time to like clean it up, but that's a lot of time you're talking about. And so basically I'm trying to prevent, wasting wood, because that's a lot of good wood that could go to someone locally here to heat their house with. So I'm pretty upset about that. But for now, what we do is we use that junk wood for our own bonfires, like the one we got going on right now. And now that we've I've been really, the last week or two, me and a couple guys have been just really trying to clean up around here and get a little organized. And now that we're going to be stacking like this, it won't happen like that anymore. So that's the why. And then the other thing is, like I said, I'm relatively new to the whole selling firewood game, I should say. And so, I don't have it down yet to be able to just look at a stack of wood and be like, that's a face cord. So I'd be doing myself and clients a disservice if I didn't stack and measure these out, because I could be giving them too much, which is not good for me, or giving them not enough, which is not good for them. So now I know that if it's a face cord here and I toss it in the truck and sell it to somebody, it's going to be a face cord at their house too. So all right, that's it. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and we appreciate your support, and hope you have a great night.